Welcome back to Daybreak. It is 8:12, all new this hour. A newly released report dives into how Alzheimer's disease affects people, specifically in Indiana. Stephanie Lasky is joining me here from the Alzheimer's Association Greater Indiana chapter. Thank you so much for spending time with us this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's great to raise awareness about this, and something like these numbers coming out will hopefully help with that awareness and action, really, that'll come from it. So the new data, what does it really detail about the disease and finding treatments in our state?
Yeah, so what it tells us is that there's 110,000 Hoosiers who currently have Alzheimer's disease, and that number is expected to grow pretty much exponentially between now and 2050. Now, the challenge is that there's only about 66 geriatricians, so doctors who treat older adults, in the state of Indiana. And in order to help accommodate that huge growth in older people, as well as people with dementia, we're going to need about 300 geriatricians by the year 2050. So it really outlines a huge need for service for these older adults in our community.
We are hearing so often these days how there is a healthcare shortage in general, but this is a crucial need in a very specific arena.
It is, and not just geriatricians, but also home health aides and other nursing home facilities and staff like that too.
Another element of the numbers that came out here is that shows the majority of Americans are not familiar with what's called mild cognitive impairment. Okay, so I'm one of those. Tell me what that is, and why is it a problem that we don't know what it is?
Yeah, so mild cognitive impairment is not forgetfulness that's due to normal aging, but forgetfulness that's kind of beyond normal aging, right? So I always say everybody forgets where we put our car keys once in a while,
sure,
right? But when you can't retrace your steps and figure out where you left them, that's when it's a problem. And mild cognitive impairment can be a precursor to Alzheimer's and other dementias. About 15% of people go on to develop Alzheimer's or dementia if they're displaying symptoms of MCI, mild cognitive impairment.
Because when you get down to the science of it, you're talking about proteins and a physical change in your body and in your brain that is affecting this.
And we can actually go in and see if somebody has mild cognitive impairment through advanced imaging and other tests, whether that might turn into dementia or Alzheimer's disease. So in terms of early diagnosis, it's absolutely crucial that we know about MCI and that we're aware that this is a thing that can be happening to us.
This one was pretty startling to me, that the report projects an 18.2% increase in people living with Alzheimer's in Indiana by 2025, and let us remember, it's 2022. That's 3 years away. It sounds like this foreign date, but in 3 years, we get an 18% increase in our state.
Absolutely. And that, you think about that not just in human toll, right? Not just in the people that it impacts, but also medical toll. Most of these people are going to be on Medicare or Medicaid. So think about the financial implications of having that huge increase as well.
Do we know why? What's associated with that increase?
Yeah, a lot of it is our aging population. So as our population ages,
the number of people then vulnerable.
And then some people are being diagnosed younger as well. So we don't exactly know what causes those younger diagnoses, but we do know that that's happening too.
Okay, all of this is good to know. What can we do with this information to better our communities?
The very best thing that you guys can do is to learn more about mild cognitive impairment and Alzheimer's disease. We offer a ton of programs through the Alzheimer's Association. We actually have a special series coming up related to this new report. So people can find information about that by going to alz.org/Indiana/programs.
Great.
And signing up for the Matter of Fact series.
We'll be sure to put that link for you on wishtv.com as well. Stephanie Lasky with the Alzheimer's Association, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.